Okay, we got everything that we need to get.
I have no clue how to do this. I'm kind of overthinking that this is the wrong color. It's a horrible time to be doing this. This is what I live for. I'm so excited. All right, you guys ready for the big reveal?
Welcome to another vlog. This weekend, I'm on like a full home DIY, home improvement tear. Like the bug has got me and it's all I can think about, which is kind of ironic because it's actually Halloween weekend right now. It's October 27th and we have a Halloween party tonight. It's Friday. And all I can think about is like going to the store and getting paint so that I can do my home improvement project, which I think shows what stage of life I truly am in. Like, I don't think I've thought about Halloween in terms of like the drinking, partying portion of Halloween. I don't think I've thought about it less than I have this year. So I've like fully entered my old lady era, which it just brings me so much joy. I'm so excited to be an old lady. My arm is tired. But anyways, so Miles and I are on our way to get some paint. I need a few different types of paint. First, I need some of our wall paint because if you watch my last video, you'll know my, kind of redoing my apartment frenzy started with my last video, and I moved around some wall art that we had. So now I have like a billion holes in my wall that I need to cover up. So I got some spackle, I'm gonna cover those up, and then I need some of the wall color paint to paint over that and make it look all nice again. So we're on our way to get that, and then depending what they have at that paint store, because we need the specific brand of paint, that's the brand that is already in our apartment, and depending what's at that store, we might also pick up paint for my second project, which is something that I'm so excited about. I'm going to revamp our dining room table, and I'm going to paint all of the legs of the table and all of the legs of the chairs black. I'll show you guys when I get back like exactly what I'm envisioning, but I'm just picturing, I hope that my vision is correct and I hope it comes to life, but I'm picturing that having all of those legs of the tables and the chairs black, I'm thinking that it's really going to elevate the living room the dining room, because I just really haven't been vibing with the dining room recently, and honestly I just want a new dining room table, but it doesn't make sense to buy a new dining room table right now, so I'm just gonna upgrade our current dining room table, hopefully not ruin it, hopefully it's an upgrade. So I need some black paint for that, and then I might end up painting, we have a nice circular mirror in our dining room also, I might end up painting that ivory, depending what the whole dining room looks like after I've painted the dining room table. I might end up going in and revamping that mirror also. Basically, I just think the dining room has a little bit too many wood tones going on. The legs of the table and the legs of the chairs are wood. I've got a wood dresser, and then the mirror is also wood framed, and I just feel like there's too many similar but slightly different woods going on in that area, so I think painting a few of them is really gonna give it a much nicer vibe. So that's my plan. I'm really excited. I haven't done like a true home DIY in a while. When we first moved in, I feel like I was doing them like every other day, and it just brought me so much joy. Like, updating your apartment really is just an adult craft. Okay, we got everything that we need to get. I'm so excited. She did kind of upsell me into like premium. Basically, I don't think I needed to go this hard, but I went this hard. It took them about 20 minutes to mix all the paints, so we had ourselves a little dance party. And yeah, I was able to get everything that I needed in one stop. So now we're headed back home to start the process. Okay, we just got back and now it's time for a little Dunn Edwards haul. I was able to get everything we needed there, so I didn't have to stop at Ace Hardware. That was a nice touch. So I got this plastic tarp to put down while I'm painting the table. Then I got this little tray and roller set, and then I got a little sanding sponge. I'm gonna sand down the mirror and the legs just a little bit before I paint. I got a quart of a nice ivory color. It's called Cream Puff. I'm gonna paint the mirror trim with that, I think. And then I also got a quart of the black color. This one's called Black Engine. And then I just got a small little sample size of the Foggy Day color. That is the wall color in here. And then look at this, you guys. I had to get this. How freaking cute is this little brush? I had to do it. And yes, I did buy this just because it's so small and cute, but I also think having a little brush this size is actually gonna be really nice for the mirror and getting in, the little nooks and crannies of the table. I feel like I'm trying to justify this. I just bought it because it was cute. So these are the colors that I got. I'll show you the little swatches. I got Cream Puff, and then I got dark engine. And you guys, I'm so excited to start this process. Everything in me literally wants to start this tonight and wants to get right into it, but it just has to wait a little bit for a few reasons. First reason is that we're going to a Halloween party tonight. I gotta put on a costume. We gotta start getting ready soon. So that's what we're doing tonight. That's our Friday night plan. And then actually tomorrow, 2 of Miles's friends are coming to stay with us just for one night, just for Saturday night. And we're gonna be having them here all day tomorrow. And then I think just for a few hours, right? They're probably gonna leave like Sunday morning. So I think realistically, all that I can get done today is I'm gonna spackle the nail holes that I wanna cover up, and I'm gonna let that dry. Then I think my plan, pending how tonight goes, obviously, if I get a little rowdy tonight, maybe I won't be able to do this tomorrow morning, but if I can manage it, then tomorrow morning I want to spackle over those spackle spots with the Foggy Day paint color that I got, just so all the walls are done. And then I think on Sunday, once Miles's friends are gone, that is when I'm gonna start painting the table and painting the mirror. So this is gonna be like a full weekend of DIYs, a full weekend of home improvement. And you guys, honestly, like, this is what I live for. I'm so excited. So I'm just gonna get started right now. I'm gonna get started with the spackling. It's 4:40 now, and I'm thinking, I mean, in theory, this should only take like 20 minutes, right? I've never done this before, but I'm thinking it can't take that long. Cut to like, this is like an hour-long process. I really hope it's not. But yeah, then it'll give me plenty of time to eat dinner, change into my costume, and just party. So for spackling, I just got a little kit on Amazon. It comes with this wall mending, and then it comes with a little scraper. So I'm gonna use this yellow scraper to get the wall all even before I put on some of the spackle. And then once it's dry, I take the sandpaper and just get it all even. And then supposedly it'll be ready for me to just paint right over. You guys, that was so incredibly easy, and it took me literally not even 5 minutes. And I'm a little worried for my apartment because now I have the means to cover up and repaint nail marks. So that means I'm just gonna be moving things around all the time. I feel like this is unlocked like a bad trend. I can tell Miles is already nervous. He's like, oh no, you're gonna be like literally building us a whole new house and then just like spackling it every day. But I wanted to show you guys my vision for the dining room. So in the living room, we have a lot of black and a lot of beige elements. And then you look at the dining room and it's just very like wood table, wood dresser, wood mirror, wood outlining of these paintings over here. And it's just very like wood compared to the color palette of the rest of the room over here. And I just keep thinking how much more elevated this would look if we had black underneath the table and then potentially ivory around the mirror. I feel like it would just tie it in to the rest of the room. And I would still obviously leave this wood element of the dresser, which ties nicely into the frames with these paintings over there, and leave a little bit of wood element. But I think changing the table and the mirror would really just tie it into the whole apartment. And then I'm thinking once we have like more darkness underneath the table, and once the legs of the table and the chairs are all black, then I think it would look really good to have a light colored rug. And I feel like that would really just like tie the room together. It would give the room its own identity. Always giving a space a rug really like gives a space its own identity. And if it was a lighter color, more beige rug, it would tie in with this beige rug over here. Obviously I would do slightly different, but I feel like it would just tie in so well, and it would really make this space all look like one space rather than just like, you know, dining room, living room. So yeah, I'm just really excited to get this whole transformation started. But randomly, first I need to dress up like a horse and I need to get drunk. Miles and I are leaning into the Barbie trend. He is going to be the Mojo Dojo version of Ken, and I am gonna be a horse. And then I'm gonna post a picture of us on my Instagram story with the caption, once he found out the patriarchy wasn't about horses, he wasn't all that interested, because that was my favorite line from the movie. That line kills me. His comedic timing with that line was just like perfect and hilarious. And so that's what inspired the outfit. And although I think everyone and their mother is gonna be Barbie and Ken, I feel like we have like a slightly different angle on it with being, you know, Ken and the horse. So that'll be fun to be like our own unique take on it. Not that I really care that much about Halloween. I am not someone who like really goes all in for costumes. Like seriously, I'm a very low effort Halloween girl. Like the way I'm dressing up as a horse is I literally just bought like a $30 onesie on Amazon, like a pajama onesie that's a horse with a tail and the, you know, the head and the ears, and I'm literally just gonna wear that with sneakers, like very low-key. So yeah, I will come back to you guys tomorrow morning after that whole fiasco. Hopefully I'm not too down bad. I need to start hydrating. I'm feeling okay. I was able to kind of get ready a little bit before our food got here, and that's how you know like today's gonna be okay. Now the days when you can't do anything before food, those are the dark days, but I don't think I don't think I'm gonna have a dark day right now, but last night was really fun. We went to our friend Cruz and Alex's house. They they do a great job with throwing a party. They had the whole place like decked out to the nines. They had like little ghosts hanging in the trees. They had like bats on the walls. They had a fog machine and candles. Like they really went all out. And although like I'm not the biggest Halloween person, it's always nice to have like a big Halloween person in your circle so they can like get everything ready and like throw the great party, and you can just show up and have a good night, you know? So yeah, it was fun. And now I'm gonna eat this glorious Brooklyn bagel from heaven. Miles's friends get here in like an hour, so I'm gonna eat and then I'm gonna get to painting. I think this is gonna work out pretty good timing wise. I just sanded down just with this sandpaper that came with the you guys, I can't talk. I might be like somewhat alive today, but my brain is not working. But this is just the sandpaper that came with the spackling kit. So I just went over in circular motions over the spackle that I put on yesterday, got it all smooth. And now I'm debating, like I really don't need to use the roller right now because it's just a few spots. I could easily do this with just a paintbrush, but I'm kind of so excited to use this, and I'm just debating, like, do I save this and keep this clean so that I can use it all fresh and new for the table and for the mirror, or do I use it now for the wall because I'm excited? I think I'm just gonna use the roller and wash it. We live and we learn, and I'm excited to use this roller, so I'm gonna try it out. And I have no clue how to do this, so I'm just gonna like go for it. Do you guys know that meme of like the mom cleaning and freaking out before company arrives, and she's like, hurry up, like get rid of the chairs, get rid of the pillows, they can't know we sit.
We gotta clean the house now! We cannot have beds. We need more pillows. I cannot stress this enough.
That's how I feel right now. I'm literally like frantically painting walls before people get here. It's a horrible time to be doing this, but I'm just gonna go for it, you guys. I've gone rogue, you guys. Now I just feel like I'm doing the total like landlord move and just putting paint over every dirty spot on the wall. Okay, I have to focus. I'm just like going so rogue. Okay, I know that paint looks lighter when you paint it and then it dries, but I'm kind of overthinking that this is the wrong color. Okay, you can't really tell in the camera. That definitely looks like slightly a different color than the walls, but it's okay. I'm gonna let this dry, and only after it dries will I panic. I will not preemptively panic. No. Okay, but that's my task for the day. Hopefully I don't have to go get a different color paint and redo this all tomorrow. I'm gonna get the apartment all cleaned up for Miles's friends to get here in like literally 20 minutes, and I will see you guys for the full day of apartment DIYs tomorrow. Yeah, last night was a more intense night than I thought it was gonna be. We were hanging out with Miles's friends until 2 a.m. and I had a lot of fun. We don't get to see them that often, so it was really nice to have them here, but I'm definitely feeling it. But I still think that I have what it takes to tackle all this painting today. Basically today I'm gonna focus on painting all of the legs of the chair and the legs of the table, and I'm really excited to see this vision come to life. Like, even though I'm not feeling that great right now, it's just gonna feel so nice to have the dining room be a little more like updated and just be like new. Anytime something is new and different, and anytime I can do a craft, I just feel so good. And I'm hoping that doing all this is really gonna make me feel differently about the dining room and just get excited about the space again. So let's get this all prepped. I'm gonna fast forward this for you on your end. For me, it's gonna be a lot of work. Everything is sanded, wiped down, taped. Miles helped me with the tape, so that that cut some time out of that. One tricky spot that I didn't know what to do with is these little bolts. I couldn't get the tape in the perfect shape to cover them up, and so I didn't really know what to do with them. I'm wondering if I should start by painting with my little mini brush that I have, just painting around all of these to start and then avoiding them, or should I just go right over it and paint them black, because it's not like really necessary to see these bolts. But is it gonna look bad if I paint over the bolts in black? Like, that's what I'm debating right now, because it's not like a stylistic choice to see these like silver IKEA bolts, you know, like it's not like it adds anything to the chair or the table, but will like painting over a shitty bolt make it look worse than just having the shitty bolt there in the first place? You know, I'm not sure. On the chairs, they're going to be a little bit easier to avoid because they're sunken in, so I might do a tester on one of the chairs and paint around it first and see what that looks like, and then honestly I might just test one and paint over it. Or actually, you know what I could do? I could just paint
over one of these on the bottom. Because it's on the bottom, no one will ever see it, and I can see if it looks bad. I think I actually might do that, because if I can just paint over these, this is gonna make this process so easy to just run right over it with the roller. But yeah, now all that's left to do is to paint, and I make that seem like a simple task, but really, as I was sanding and wiping things down, there really are like many sides to all of these pieces. There are a lot of like corners and crevices. Like, this is gonna be a pretty intensive process, but I'm hoping at the very least just to get one full coat of everything done, completed, just so I can see what it looks like and start to get the vision, and then maybe I'll have to come back tomorrow and do a second coat. Oh, I just painted, I was literally going in to paint around it, and I just painted right over it. Okay, I guess that answers my question then. Bye. It's been a minute. I have paint all over my face, all over my body, but first coat of everything is done. We've got all the legs of the chairs. We've got the entire bottom of the table, and I'm really liking how this is looking already. It's already looking so sleek. It's drying really, really nicely. I'm really excited to see how this turns out. I think in terms of plan of attack, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna let all of this dry. I'm gonna eat food because I'm starving. But once everything is dry, I'm gonna flip everything right side up, and then I'm gonna kind of go around and just like spot treat. I'm not gonna do a full second coat, but I'm just gonna kind of spot treat, get extra areas that need like another coat. And yeah, what time is it? It's 3 p.m. So I think I'm gonna give this like, I don't know, a good full hour break. I'm gonna let everything dry. As I was going with the painting, I kind of like stopped gathering clips because I was just like so in the moment, and Miles did come in and help me do a lot of the chairs. So that made this like 10 times smoother. Like the chairs and the tables, honestly, but specifically the chairs, they have so many sides, so many angles. Like, you think that you're done, and then you look underneath, and then there's a whole other side that needs to be done. So having two of us work on the same chair at the same time was really helpful, because we could kind of like, I could see the spots that he couldn't see, and we did some good teamwork, although Miles kind of did drip some paint on the white chairs. But it's okay because it's on the bottom, and also I really don't care at this point. This is looking literally so incredible. I'm so excited. I flipped everything over, and it just like, it's giving me life. So what I'm just gonna do is I'm gonna walk around, look for any spots that need touch-ups. In theory, like, yeah, I should do a whole other coat over this entire thing, but like, I'm not gonna do that. I am so exhausted, but I am so like fulfilled, like in my soul. I just finished going around doing the little touch-ups here and there. I didn't need too many. Ugh, I still have this like paint in my eye. But yeah, it's looking so good. I can already envision how this is gonna kind of like change the whole vibe of the space. And there's nothing that I love more than like improving the vibes of a space. It's something that I really like take seriously, and that like makes me feel really good. And so although I'm like pretty low-key exhausted right now, like it's just, this is so fun for me. And I'm curious, let me know down in the comments below, have you guys ever done any like home DIY projects? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Was it worth the kind of endurance that you have to build up to get through it? Like, just let me know. I'd love to know some of the things you guys have done and attempted. I feel like starting DIY projects and starting like home projects, they can be really intimidating at first, and then once you get started, you get that like sort of momentum of like, oh my god, this is so fun. And then you always hit that point in the process where you're like, I've done so much already, I can't stop, but I have so much more to go. And there's always that eclipse moment of like, I could either crumble or I can just like keep going and get through this. And then once you're on the other side of that moment, like everything just comes into place. And there's nothing that I love more than like seeing what something looks like after and playing with it after. So I'm excited. I'm gonna let this dry overnight, and then tomorrow, after looking at the space, I think I am gonna end up painting that mirror. I'm gonna wait till tomorrow morning to like formally make that decision once I see how the table paint has dried. But yeah, so I'm gonna leave the vlog here. I'm gonna take a nice, well-deserved shower, and then I'll come back tomorrow to show you guys, I guess, the finished product of the table and chairs, and then decide what I'm gonna do with that mirror. But I think I'm also gonna give that a paint tomorrow too. You guys, the dining room looks so incredibly good. It's the next day. I've just been working and I've been running around for a little bit, but this morning I got rid of the tarp. I took off all the tape, and you guys, it is looking so good. And I think I've said the word elevated a lot in this video, and I was really like looking at the dining room this morning trying to figure out like, what exactly is it about the dark paint that I think elevates it. And I honestly think
it's that it gives the room so much more dimension. Like before, the room was very like wood tone on wood tone on wood tone, and it was all very like similar wood tones, so the room really felt like one note. But now I feel like it has that like perfect dimension and that perfect like something different to really make the room feel really balanced. I still haven't decided, and I'll show you guys what it's looking like now. I still haven't decided if I'm gonna paint the mirror. I think the mirror is a different enough wood tone from the other tones that I've gotten there right now that it actually kind of works, but I also do think painting it that like ivory cream color could like really take the room to the next level. I'm just not quite sure yet, but I think what I might do for now is I think I'm gonna leave the room as is and just kind of like get used to the change of the table, get used to how the room feels now. And then I think I might start looking for a rug, and then after I have the addition of the rug, then I'll kind of contemplate the mirror again of like, okay, now that I have whatever rug I end up going with, like now that I have that, do I think a lighter mirror would work better or a more like ivory mirror? Like I think I need to get the vibe of the like full table area first before I start messing with the dresser area. But I'm just so excited, you guys. Like this was the change I was craving. This was the change I needed. The room feels so different now, and it's just like, it's crazy how that one little tweak can really like give a space like such a different personality. And now like my hunger for newness is like totally satiated. I still do ultimately want a new table, but that'll be for like next apartment, next move, and I'll kind of start fresh there. Like I'm definitely not, this table has gone through so many DIY projects. I have spray painted it, I have covered it with contact paper, I have now painted all of the legs. Like I'm not gonna move this table with me to the next apartment. It's already like been through too much. So whenever that move happens is when I will like fully formally like really revamp the dining situation that I've got going on. But for right now, I feel like I have enough newness to like really feel good about the space again. And now I have like a new excitement in me to like actually go look for rugs and actually like go like finish the area. I feel like before something was quite off and it just didn't pull me to want to like update it, but now that it's a little new and a little different, like I'm really feeling that pull to like go look for a new rug that could really like finish off the space. So maybe later this week I'll go do a little Home Goods run and see what they have, see if I can bring in anything else to like really finish and formalize the space. I also really want to look for 2 lamps to bring into the area. And once I have a lamp that really like fills the dining room with light, I think I will formally hang up my string lights era. I will formally hang up the string lights, and I think with those 2 additions, with the lamp and the rug, it's just gonna take the whole space to a whole new level. All right, you guys ready for the big reveal? This is the updated dining room area. I feel like it just has such a unique personality now. The dark legs give it such a contrast, and it makes it feel like there's some dimension in the space now. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Should I paint the mirror? It's a nice like creamy ivory color that I have. Should I paint the mirror creamy ivory, or are you guys liking what it looks like now with the wooden mirror? I feel like once I have like a kind of creamy rug, it might actually look really good to tie it in with a creamy mirror, but I kind of want to get the rug first and like finish off the space with the rug before I do anything to the mirror. But yeah, I'm loving it, you guys. It feels so much more chic in here, so much more updated and elevated, and like it's feeling like a lot more modern, to be honest. And I feel like now it really ties in with the living room, because now we have like the dark couch with the dark table. Like it's really like pulling in the vibes, and I feel like it really like ties the whole room together. And I feel like especially if I have like another like creamy kind of rug over there to tie into this rug, like I'll do something slightly different to make this its own thing. But yeah, I'm just really liking it. I feel like this looks 10 times better than it did before. So yeah, with that, my full weekend of redecorating and my full weekend of DIY home projects has come to a close. I love doing stuff like this. It just makes me feel so happy, and it makes, I don't know, it just makes me feel really good. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this process. Let me know your thoughts down below. Home decor and decisions with it, it's a very personal thing, and it really comes down to like, what does the space feel like in person? What does it make you feel like when you walk into a space? So as much as you can kind of grasp the vibe through the camera, it's really like kind of more of an in-person thing. But I would love to know what you guys think, and especially I want to know what you guys think about painting the mirror, because that I'm still torn on. But yeah, I hope you guys like this one, and as always, I hope you're having a good day and a good week. If you made it to this point in the video, please subscribe. It would mean so much to me. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.